Well, I'm proud of all our men and women fighting all our wars, keeping all the bad guys away from our shores. I hope this message finds you knowing that I got your back, but I got it from way over here. 'Cause I don't want to go to Iraq. I'd be scared as hell, I don't care who knows. I don't want to go to Iraq. Sounds like y'all got it under control. I don't want to go to Iraq. I'll stay away from that part of the world. I don't want to go to Iraq. I'm liable to scream like a little girl. I don't want to go to Iraq. I don't want to go to Iraq, Lord, Lord. He don't want to go to Iraq. I'm trying to say it with diplomacy and tact. I don't want to go to Iraq. Where the hell do you even buy beer over there? And Iraqi porn is awful. You're surging good, winning minds and hearts. I don't want to go to Iraq. I think I'll stick around more familiar parts. I don't want to go to Iraq. Two things in Iraq you'll never find. I don't want to go to Iraq. WMDs and my behind. I don't want to go to Iraq. If I was under attack, I don't want to go to Iraq. It's hot, sandy, they blow you up. Looks like y'all are doing fine without me. I don't want to go to Iraq. Plus I'd miss my shower and my cable TV. I don't want to go to Iraq. We value your honor and your bravery. I don't want to go to Iraq. Protecting all of the wussies like me. I don't want to go to Iraq. I don't want to go to Iraq, Lord, Lord. He don't want to go to Iraq. Can't wait till the day that we welcome you back. I don't want to go to Iraq. I don't want to go to Iraq. Hell, I don't want to go to Afghanistan either. Or Iran.
Oh, hell, when was the last time you left the damn city limits?
When was the last time you left the damn city?
Back on the charts, Jackie.
What?
Important. Topical.
That thing was supposed to be, I thought it going to be obsolete a few months after it come out, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you overestimated. You overestimated something.
Overestimating.
You overestimated something about America and who they would vote for.
Well, I
would say just America's greed, dependence on oil, and hard on to bomb brown people. But this just seems stupid.
This don't, yeah.
That's a plan. You got to have a plan
to
try to get rich off oil.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much credit to Dick Cheney.
No, don't give it. No.
Our old friend Karl Rove, or all them guys. Remember them?
They had more of a purpose than just trying to get people to stop talking about them being impeached.
No, they got in a room, and somebody probably had a pen out and a notebook.
Maps they looked at.
Somebody had to look at a map.
Yeah.
I ain't saying they understood it, but they're like, they drew a dollar sign over this mountain and a dollar sign over here and said, we got to get that. Make sure that's ours.
I want to know, now this story, again, New York Times, you say what you want there, but they saying the generals lined all this up. Now, this was bad on their part. If this is true, this is completely the Pentagon's fault. They said they gave the president several options, this one being the worst, knowing he wouldn't choose that. Now, who thought that in the Pentagon when they were going to meet him? Oh, he won't pick this one. He'll do that. No, that's the first one he went to. Now, I don't know if that story true, but if that story is true, then that falls on the general that went in there, the Pentagon people that went in there and thought that was a good idea.
Who would try to trick Trump with an outlandish yet still possible option? They should know by now that he's going to go. They work with him. They have to talk to him. We know that, and we just sit here and bash our heads against the wall every day.
Yeah.
Like, why would you'd have to do something where after he picked it, you could say, well, that technology's not available. Like a ray gun.
Yeah. Just be able to come right, like we're still advancing on that. 3 years of space war, whatever it is.
I'm sorry. We talked to the scientist. Here he is. You can fire him, sir. And you have like an actor dressed up like a scientist,
right.
Like nerdy. Like, I'm sorry. I thought the magical murderous unicorn would be ready by now. And he'd be like, Poindexter, and get out of here. You're fired. He'd get to do his old bit.
We're still waiting for the captain of the Space Force to return from Mars with that information, sir.
But they didn't do any of that.
No.
They just said, well, we could just go in and kill this guy.
When he picks it, like, I guess we got to do it now? No, sir. Now, I ain't saying there ain't nobody in the Pentagon that don't want to blow up Iran. Hear me straight. That's what we're dealing with, probably,
There's
some
so
half
many
of it.
people that want to blow up Iran. He's firing people that want to blow up Iran. And they still, a shit ton of them left in the administration.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how John Bolton, if he's still willing to testify in that Senate hearing on the impeachment after this. Or maybe now the thing's cooled down, he probably changed his mind 4 or 5 times. I don't know, depending on how Iran goes.
There was a minute where I thought, did they just do this so Bolton wouldn't testify? What's he got on him? But then I realized that's what John Bolton was thinking. But in reality, they were not thinking about John Bolton.
No.
Somebody mentioned going in and blowing somebody up to Trump as he'll never pick D.
Yeah.
But he did. He always picks D. It's probably how he passed tests.
Now, they may have used something over and over again that's always worked that we don't know about. But I'm going to say right now, and so we'll find out years later. I probably won't be alive when all the books come out. They probably tried something new every time that they thought might work, and none of it worked dealing with him. I don't.
It's like an argument you have. Wait, are you just going to let that guy cut you off? Yeah. I mean, what do you want me to do about it? You want me to follow him home, kick his ass? Yeah, I do. Just when everybody's unreasonable.
Yeah.
All right, well, I will. You pull off a interstate real fast. Stop. What are you doing? You're acting crazy. You told me you wanted to kick his ass.
This is our government, people. That description right there is basically how Washington is currently working due to the great voters of this great country. They decided, along with Russia, for us, that this would be the best solution. This is what this country needed, and this is what you're getting.
Jackie, look, it's more complicated than that. On the one hand, you have a country it's basically filled with basically decent people, but ruled by a bloodthirsty theocracy, and is responsible for a lot of stuff getting blown up all over the world. On the other hand, you got Iran.
Yeah.
Was it 2011 where Trump tweeted all the time, went on Fox News? Where all did he say? Oh, Obama's going to start.
Oh, yeah, you watch
Obama. Obama's going to. He wants to get reelected so bad he's going to start a war with Iran.
You get better and better at doing him every time. I think the madder you are at him, the better your impression is. I think is how that works.
I think all I could do right then was say Obama. Plus, I got a little cold.
Oh, yeah, that helps. Being sick
right,
helps.
Being on Sudafed helps.
Helps you do. Yeah, the president, yeah.
Being on a little speed definitely helps you. I don't want to listen. We shouldn't repeat the worst of Twitter.
What?
Till we have
Now, what, are you going to repeat the president?
We're just reporting on what Twitter's saying.
The worst of Twitter. What's worse than him?
No, that's not. You're right. That's not. Somebody saying, I think the president's on.
Yeah.
British Sudafed. That's definitely not the worst of Twitter. You're right, Jackie. Sorry.
If it is worse, I think the Nazi propaganda that the president has retweeted is worse than Sudafed.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm going to say that right now. Worse of Twitters.
So he kept saying that Obama was going to start a war with. It is weird.
Over and over again. They've been running on a loop on television. He said it over and over and over again.
Did somebody just show him everything he ever tweeted or said about Obama and say, this is a pretty good roadmap for a presidency? Did Stephen Miller compile that and say, hey, if you look, this could be what you do?
Obama is pretty popular, remember?
And all the terrible things you said about him, just do them.
Well, that's the mess we're in. Hopefully things cool down today, thank God Almighty. But we'll see. They ain't going to get good real all of a sudden. This is terrible. We were in say what you want about it. We was in a agreement with them and the rest of the damn world.
That was him just kowtowing. What they do? Just bend over. Just, here you go, Iran, said Obama.
Yeah.
That's what Trump says.
Yep. Give them money. Make more missiles. Here, let me fly some money over to you. Make as many missiles as you can.
Do we have their Venmo? Trump said today at the press conference, he blamed it all on Obama.
Of course he did.
But everything bad that happened after he pulled out of the agreement.
I know.
All this stuff that was happening is from him pulling out of the agreement.
Him doing it.
He pulled out of it just because it said Obama on it, or it smelled like Obama, or there was something Obama-y about it to him, and he said no. And now look at this. Look at this. Look at it. We barely made it into 2020. Hell, we may not make it much further than this.
As far as we go, maybe.
We're like, well, they didn't do anything more today, so I guess we're good. There's a lot going on. Hey, there's a lot of groups that don't take orders direct from Iran, but like Iran a lot.
Well, there's a lot going on just all behind the scenes, or in front of the scenes, everything here. We got Republicans angry about this, which surprisingly, you don't get that very often with this president, but right now we got a few of those, Rand Paul's and what's his name, the other fella, mad as hell about this. No reason to do it. Of course, Democrat, mad as hell about it. No reason to do it.
Utah, I can't remember that Utah guy's name, but just look up Rand Paul and other guy mad as hell, and it'll come up.
Yeah. It'll be on. You can find it on the computer everywhere you look. Yeah, everybody's confused about this. Yeah, nobody knows. President, there are people on the Fox News saying, "You wait, the president is going to hit him back. You just wait and see. He ain't going to sit by and let this happen because he talks big on the Twitter." But then they said, "Oh, he ain't going to do nothing." But then there's people who want him to do stuff. And then they got Tucker Carlson on Fox mad as hell about this. You don't hear anybody disagree with him on Fox that often.
Are we getting out of Iraq or not? What happened?
No, but we told them we were, but now we're not. And I'm sure the Pentagon will submit about 4 or 5 more letters before they figure out which one is right.
Y'all check your email. There's probably something in there. It says draft. Or BCC, and it was sent out to all of us. So they voted for us to leave, and then
we told them
Baghdad.
Thank you very much.
U.S. Military Command put a letter got out saying, well, yeah, we respect your right to tell us to get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Don't let the door hit you. So here we go, and then they said no.
That part was wrong.
Well, what part was right?
If we don't know what the hell we're doing, how the hell are they supposed to know? They don't. Iran don't know. The whole damn world don't know. The only one that may know is Putin, and he sit back laughing at every bit of this.
Trump said they'd attack cultural sites, and they walked that back.
Yeah, commit war crime. Maybe not. Maybe I'll follow the law. When does he follow the law? Well, like, why don't he say that about Ukraine if he's going to do it about war crimes?
Who's that conspiracy-minded MF or hog-headed, corn-fed old boy getting sued by the parents of all them kids that got shot? What's his name? I can't think of his name.
You talk about crazy Alex, what's his name?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, yeah.
Doesn't he look like Mike Pompeo? I mean, every time I see Pompeo, I go, there's that crazy mother. Oh, it's...
Pompeo, I told you, reminded me of Norm, like a bizarro Norm. When he talks, he sounds like Norm on chairs, but the worst, it take everything good about Norm, take it out of it, and do the opposite, and like Superman, bizarro. That's what he comes off to me as. Well, you got, Pompeo and him, and they excited to be talking about, now we got something to do. The press is going to ask us some different questions besides whatever the hell the president wants to do in Ukraine. I don't know if it's working out the way we want it to or not. I really don't know. Who knows what they want? They don't know. Pentagon don't know.
There were actually protests in Iran before this happened.
I know. The whole point of the agreement thing was going to be 10 years. 10 years' time, a whole new regime would have taken over. Probably people you've been dealing with everybody, and it's completely, you're dealing with different people. Now, he got Iran, all of them together. Iraq, all of them together. Against, guess who? Us. I guess that's what he wanted. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I don't think he did, because today's like, let's get together and make a good deal. And it don't make any sense. We ought to have one. What would be the difference? If he got in a new deal, if they just changed the name of it, what would it be? What would be the difference? They'd fly some money back in a plane. But
why would they come back to talk to him now?
They ain't gonna. They ain't gonna do it. But that's what he said he wanted. I'm gonna kill her one of you, and then you come. I mean, he don't know what he want. Pentagon don't know what he want. This is the mess we're in, people.
Did they want this to happen? Did they want Iran to attack us? Did they want to have to do some sort of military action? Because when he runs for president, he says, out of one side of his mouth, bring them home, get them out of there. I'm tired of wars. Bush don't melt steel.
Yeah.
Other side of his mouth, bomb the shit out of them. So he gets to try to have it both ways. Honestly, if they did want this to happen, I mean, since they pull out of the deal, Iran starts a nuke program, they shoot down a drone. Well, the oil tankers, they bomb the Saudi pipelines, the protests, they start killing protesters. Or they rocket to Syria. It's not good. None of it's good.
No.
That all happened after they withdrew. So, do they not think that was going to happen? Maybe they did want this to happen. Maybe he wanted to have some sort of military operation. Maybe Pompeo wanted to have some kind of military operation.
Well, I guess all will be revealed, but probably not.
Because what does it matter if he loses the people that want him to get out of the wars? They ain't got no money. The money people are the war people.
Well, yeah.
And now he's got all the Republicans on his side. There's no more anti-Trump Republicans. You're either out of the Republican Party, you're slightly concerned. There's a few furrowed-browed
Mitt Romney gets concerned, but he's still a sports president. Right now, Rand Paul and Utah, man, they mad as hell, but they're still like, everything else about him is good.
He is the Republicans, so he needs war money.
Yeah.
That's it. How's he? Now they're just the Republicans. He goes to wars. He starts wars with Muslim countries. Makes that money. So I guess all the people who thought he was mad at the Bushes, well, he can say whatever he wants. And people justify it however they want.
Yeah.
He's the least Christian person ever to be president. The Christians love him.
Yep. Worship him. Worship him.
They worship him.
Yep.
He got to start them Trump churches when he gets out of there.
Oh, he'll do it. Somebody will, yeah. Even if he's locked up, which he ain't going to be, he'll still do it from there.
He's got the churches behind him. He's got the Republicans.
Yeah.
He's it. That's what it is.
Ain't nothing else but him. Yeah. Personally, I'd want somebody else.
Well. Oh. Nikki Haley?
Hell no.
Mike Pompeo? All these people going to come from Trump. There's no post-Trump where un-Trump people come in and start running things.
No.
It's all Trump people.
That's what it is.
Everybody's coming from Trump world. It may not be Stephen Miller, although...
Let's hope not.
I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls like a David Duke in 1994 or whenever.
You saw like they
puts
did
on a suit, a different suit.
Some polling of Republican voters, and they talk about 2024, and they're saying Junior.
Oh, he's going to run for president.
I know it.
I don't know if she's going to run for president. She's supposed to be the smartest one. She might be smart enough to not run for president.
That's what the Republican Party is.
But yeah, the others are going to run for president.
Of course they are.
Nikki Haley. Mike Pompeo is not going to run for Senate.
No.
Because he's figured out he don't have to run for Senate to be president. He can just leapfrog at. He's on there talking about bombing Iran. What else you need to be president? He doesn't have to answer any questions. He goes on all them shows. They just let him get away with saying whatever he wants to.
He did it. Does it?
These are funny jokes we got about Iran, Jackie.
I ain't got nothing funny to say about it. I'm just grateful today it seemed things cooled down. It could have. I don't want to thank President, excuse my language, shit. But I guess I will for not blowing them, throwing money, bomb back at them. The day is still not over, so we'll see what happens. But at least things seem to slow down, I'll say that much. Thank God Almighty.
It looks like he's finally got it under control, just like North Korea.
Hey there, everybody. We're still alive. We're still here in 2020.
2020, everybody.
2020, I never thought I'd live long enough to see this. Almost.
Me either. I thought she'd be long dead.
Well, yeah, I've had a few doctors tell me the same. But it's been a while since I've been to one. I don't like going to them, but I guess you got to every now and then when something gets to growing on you or whatever it is, and you get worried about it, you got to go.
Well, Willie Nelson said there's more old drunks than there is old doctors, so something.
Did he say that?
Better have a drink again.
Oh, yeah. He does a marijuana, though.
He had to quit that.
He quit that, too?
Listen, if you live long enough, you can't do nothing you like no more.
What's the point of going on then?
There is none.
I don't see any.
Listen, I don't want to get off.
Let's not, yeah. Okay, if things are bad enough,
Listen, people have post-holiday depression. We're on here to make people feel better. We just talked about President Dumbass's war in Iran.
Yeah.
We hadn't even done an episode in nearly 2 weeks. Listen to my voice. I'm hoarse.
I know you don't sound
I have
good.
a little bit of a cold.
I had a cold, too. I'm just barely getting over. Of course, you can't tell. When I get sick, you can't tell the difference.
No, you sound a little better, honestly.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
I mean, my voice is so ragged and rugged.
And getting worse every year. You getting up there, too. It ain't just me.
I just think that when I'm in this state, people may have to pull over the side of the road if they're in their car and pleasure themselves to the sounds of my... So, Jackie, what I'm going to ask you to do is be quiet.
No.
For a minute.
I'm not going to be quiet and listen to
Phil. People may need... Hold on.
Shut your mouth. Cough the other way. That's right.
Are y'all still turned on, or did I blow it?
I don't know. I don't want to know. Just shut your mouth. This is a part of the thing.
I got Dr. Beer here.
All right. Well, we do local sponsors. That's how we keep the wires plugged in and the electrician running and the computer going. Local sponsors here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. If you
2020,
first sponsors of 2020. I'll tell you what, I'm excited
a lot
about.
of times after we take a little break, or maybe sometimes when we do finish up a same sponsor week after week, and we come back with some brand new sponsors.
Yep.
Sometimes it feels like some of them sponsors may not be as popular as some other sponsors. I remember Bug Spray or
I am.
Some of them other sponsors.
Some people like that sponsor, though. I remember some people saying that was their favorite. I never did understand what it is or was.
You can't. It's hard to tell. There's no accounting for taste.
Yeah, that's true. It is what it is. Yeah.
How you feel?
Huh?
How you feeling?
Better than you, evidently, but I'm still getting over something. Like I said, you can't tell my voice one way or the other. But I'm feeling it. I think I'm feeling better than you, that's for sure.
When Jackie gets a sore throat, he sounds like Robert Goulet.
I know, Robert Goulet. I don't think I sound like him.
So 2020 local sponsors. Here's all the great folks and stores and businesses, services, ideas here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, geographic center of Middle Tennessee, state of Tennessee, the rolling green hills and soft grass of Middle Tennessee. Come on down. If you're passing through Murfreesboro, you could do worse than to stop in and visit some of our local sponsors.
Well, the ones you can visit, like restaurants, businesses, that sort of thing. Some people got to order something or whatever. But either way, you're going to hear about something that you like. And like I said, the local sponsors here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, give us $20. Help us, like I said, keep a wire plugged in.
We tried to go up to 30, but
computer, no, they wouldn't do it. Can't do that. We want to thank all of our patrons over on our paddles page.
Yeah, come on, it's 2020. You've been saying this for...
Well, whatever it is, we thank you. People give us, $1 here, $1 there, that sort of thing when they can. And when they can't, we're always happy to have them come back. When they won't come back, if they want to, it don't make any difference to us. We're happy we get anything at all, and we're glad that you listen either way. So we want to thank you all for that. And but if you happen to give us or are able to spare and give us $5 a month or more, for that matter, some people give more than that, bless their hearts. But if you do, then you get a whole other one of these called 20 Extra Minutes with Jackie and Dunlap. That's us here. You get that for $5 a month or more. And, of course, that goes to this. It helps us keep this one running. It helps us maybe will help us do another one that we used to do that we're going to do again one of these days.
Why don't we just say we did season 1, now we're going to do season 2 coming soon.
Okay, season 2 coming soon of a Redneck Matinee. That's where we talk about, ain't too much politics in that one, except when necessary when you talk about, certain times with certain of these movies and whatnot. But they're great Southern movies that we love.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, yeah. Clint Eastwood and the Monkey, Any Which Way You Can, Every Which Way But Loose.
Convoy.
Convoy's one that we did.
White Lightning.
White Line Fever as well. Gator. Those are all Burt Reynolds ones.
That's it, I think.
Yeah. Well, go listen to those, and if you like them, the season 2 will be coming one of these days, sometime this year, 2020, I would say. Yeah.
And also, if you give us that money, that good, cold, hard, earned cash of yours.
Yeah.
Can't remember what I was going to say.
What do you mean? If you ask for people's money, you better know what you're going to say.
Patreon, Redneck Matinee.
Goes to do that, goes to do this one mainly. And it also, if you give $5 more, you get the extra one that's 20 minutes with me and you longer.
Oh, and if you're curious about those, we've got a few up in the feed. It's best of 20 extra minutes.
Well, we asked our pageants, we asked them all which ones they thought was the best, and we asked them would they mind us sharing it with people who, don't have $1 to give or $5 or however much. And they said, please, play these here, and those are out there somewhere on the computer.
There's 2 or 3 of them up there, and we'll give you a little preview of today's. We usually recorded after this one, but we did this one first, and we talked about Jesus.
We talked a lot about Jesus and the fact that he's not, I repeat, not clean-shaven.
We talked about Robin Hood.
Well, Kevin Costner, Robin Hood. I don't know about the other one. Kevin Costner, Robin Hood with the Nottingham Snape. what's his name? You told me, Die Hard Man. Them two.
Now, doesn't that sound like it's worth $5?
Well, yeah, depending on what you're saying about them. But yeah, if you like Jesus and you like Robin Hood or Kevin Costner or Die Hard Man, you're going to love 20 Extra Minutes with Jack and Dunlap. I'd say this was probably one of the better ones to start off with if you've never heard one and you have that $5 you want to start off this new year giving us $5 a month or more. That's the one you're going to get, and I'd say probably get what you're paying for, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Always.
Yeah, I'd say so. But we also need local sponsors, and I got a good local sponsor here today. You know Nuggets, don't you?
Chicken nuggets?
No, Nuggets. You come in the store.
When I get sick, it's away. My favorite, and they're not a sponsor, but my favorite sick food is go down to McDonald's and get you some at McDonald's. Well, that's nothing big and sloppy. A little hamburger, little cheeseburger.
The regular cheeseburger, hamburger.
French fries, that salty, hot McDonald's heat.
Yeah.
Feels good go down your throat.
It does feel like going down the gullet. And on a sick day, you got a little sore throat. Nothing better than them hot fries, salty fries scraping down that soreness. That does feel pretty good.
And you chase it down with a acidic Coca-Cola.
Yep, Coca-Cola. That's what I like from McDonald's when I go there. But this ain't what I'm talking about.
But a chicken nugget from McDonald's would also not be bad.
Now, McDonald's calls everything Mick on it, so that's chicken McNuggets there. Now, they got nuggets everywhere. You can get them at Jack in the Box, Hardy, wherever. Everybody got nuggets now, but McNuggets is McDonald's version of it. And
that's your sponsor?
No, it ain't. I didn't say that. You started talking McDonald's. I didn't say nothing about McDonald's. First off, I want to say this while we're on the subject, though. Pretty much a chicken nugget, McNugget, wherever you get it from, they're always pretty good. I'm going to say right now. Do you know any chicken nuggets that ain't good?
No, all taste the same.
They're all good. I mean, even the kind you get from Kroger, put in the microwave or the oven or whatever, they still pretty good for all I'm concerned. But that's not, anyhow. See, you got me off on, that's not, I'm talking about Nuggets. He come in the store for years and years. You know Nuggets.
Chicken nuggets?
His nickname is Nuggets. You know damn well who I'm talking about. You talked to him for over past 30 years, I'd say, something like that.
Oh, hell, you mean Nuggets?
I'm talking, yes, Nuggets.
What Nuggets up to?
Well, opened up a brand new restaurant here. Been talking about it, as you know. Been talking about going to the restaurant business for years and years. And finally,
yeah, I've been telling him. Folks, if you know somebody's named Nuggets, every time we hang out in the parking lot drinking somewhere, fall down staircase drinking, I say, Nuggets.
He didn't do that much.
Why in the hell ain't you open up a damn restaurant called Nuggets?
He did. It's about time they finally
serves chicken nuggets.
No, it don't.
Now, we got a lot of people here in Murfreesboro with colorful nicknames.
Well, that's true, yeah.
And I've often encouraged them to open up stores or restaurants that serve or sell their namesake.
Well, it ain't your idea. He's had this idea for years. You might have agreed with him. Sure, open one up, but he finally did. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't like you in business with him.
Well, I drew up a contract once.
No.
I've got it somewhere.
Well, he didn't
and I wrote it down. I said, if you Nuggets ever open up a restaurant called Nuggets and sell chicken nuggets, I get half.
Well, when they give me
the nuggets.
When they give me $25 to do this, he listens. He didn't mention you at all. So whatever reason, he said, I finally got the restaurant open. He didn't bring you up at all. He gave me the money for the sponsors, and that's what I'm doing. To open up brand new.
Shit.
It's right off of the.
I should have had that notarized.
Right off of the old square. There's no square, old square. It's this off of the old square, Murfreesboro Old Square. Brand new restaurant. Get down there. Nuggets. It's something else. He's been talking about it for years.
Fish nuggets?
Well, no, it ain't.
I think Long John Silver's had fish nuggets.
It's called Nuggets. It ain't. They don't serve nuggets. That's his nickname. The place is called Nuggets. They don't. It's not necessarily what they make. I don't think they do.
I'm pretty sure in that contract, I didn't get that
unotarized
contract.
He didn't bring it up. It ain't got nothing to do with that.
I told him. I said, at P.S., do not, under any circumstances, open up a restaurant called Nuggets and not sell no goddamn
Hey,
nuggets.
watch your mouth. Watch your language. No, he can. That's his nickname. He's had it for, like I said, for before over 30 years. He opened it up. Nuggets. They don't sell chicken nuggets. That ain't what they got. It's a different kind of restaurant. It ain't that. But his nickname's Nuggets, and I think he's able to call it whatever he wants. And you should get down, if you want chicken nuggets, like we said.
I do.
Well, you get them anywhere. I just said that. But don't go to Nuggets looking for them, because that ain't what he got.
You just said you can get them anywhere.
Except there.
Except Nuggets.
Well, other places, you ain't going to get them at Chinese buffet. I mean, you do with sauce on them.
They have them,
They do, but it ain't, okay, everywhere but Nuggets.
In the children's corner where there's cheese pizza and
they
chicken
got
nuggets
over in Chinese buffet. You're right about that. But also, the regular chicken they got is the sauce on it. It's nuggets, but you don't choose your own sauce. It's already got the sauce. Yeah, it's got it already on it. Either way, call it what you want. We know what it is. But he called his restaurant Nuggets, and I'll be the first to admit, I agree with you. I think that's a little confusing myself. That's just me. It ain't my place to tell anybody how to run their own business. You open up your own business, you work hard, save money, you're able to do whatever you want. This America, you should do that, and I'm proud of him, and I'm happy to have him as a sponsor. But I'll be honest, if I see Nuggets, if I'm passing down by the old square and I see something called Nuggets, I'm going, what does it make you think of? That's what you want.
Nuggets.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't make you think of it. It's the name of it. It is it.
Well, it's what that's his nickname. I don't know if he's named after Nuggets. There's gold nuggets too, but it's still, that ain't a restaurant thing. Anyhow, his restaurant's Italian, I think. But it is. Yes, it's got like a pizza, spaghetti.
His Nuggets restaurant is Italian.
Yeah, and he says he's got meatballs, and because I said this to him, we know him well enough, and I said, you don't serve. He said, well, meatballs. Kind of like a meat nugget on spaghetti.
No, it's a meatball.
Well, I agree with you on that.
A nugget is not a meatball.
Well, whatever you got to
That's basic food identification.
Whatever you got to tell yourself to open up business, so be it. That's fine. I like Italian food every so often. I like a piece of spaghetti, a meatball, and I like lasagna as well. He got all that. And I think Italian sandwiches, he got some of those.
I cannot believe
Nuggets. It's off the old square.
He ripped me off with a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's for those who don't know. Everybody knows who Nuggets is, but if you don't know, it's Greg.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Nuggets with an S?
Nuggets.
You mean Greg?
Greg Fanfrock.
Shit, I thought you were talking about Nuggets with a Z.
What?
Kenneth Romp.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know Kenneth Romp?
No, I don't know
Nuggets
him offhand.
with a Z?
The only Nuggets I know is S, and that's Greg Fanfrock, and he's had that, like I said, it's been over 30 years. As long as I've known him, I call him Nuggets with an S. And that's what the restaurant is, Nuggets with an S.
Well, that's why Nuggets had to change his name to with a Z, because it was confusing.
Well, it still confused me because I don't know who it is.
Well, that's good. So I guess I can still open up my Nuggets restaurant with a Z with those nuggets.
Oh, he wants to open up one too?
Well, he's got an idea for a Nuggets buffet.
Everybody got a damn restaurant idea.
It's pretty much what you were saying. You just put the sauce on the nuggets, and you go in, and it's a buffet of nuggets, but they're already sauced up.
Well,
so you got your barbecue, you got your sweet and sour.
Well,
you got your...
that's Chinese buffet. Just go there.
It's not Chinese. It's nuggets.
Well, that's what it is. A Chinese buffet. All the chicken's just nuggets with the orange
But they ain't
sauce
got no
on it.
noodles.
Well,
they ain't got nothing else but nuggets. It's just nuggets.
I like
it's sauced up nuggets.
hot
you get it? Nuggets
soup.
with a Z. No hot and sour soup.
Well, if you want Italian food,
Nobody does.
go to... Yeah, what do you mean nobody
Everybody's
does?
thinking about nuggets. Everybody right now is
Right
going,
off of Old Square Nuggets. Go down there, Greg Fanfrock. Tell him I sent you. You heard it on here. Some good, like I said, got different kinds of spaghetti meatballs, lasagnas, and like what do you call it? flatbread pizza.
Have they got meat nuggets?
Meatballs, which he says similar. Which
It
I
ain't.
guess,
That was a trick. And you fell for it.
I didn't fall for nothing. I'm telling you what it is.
I'm
telling
glad
you what
I
he
didn't
told
know.
me, and I'm saying it again on here because you give me $25, and that's it.
I'm glad I didn't get that notarized. Now I'm going to change my take to 55% before I go over and find
Whatever.
Kenneth Romp.
Well, I don't know why you won't go in a business with a Fanfrock, Because if you don't like the idea what he has anyway.
I don't want to go into business
like
with
Italian
Ken
food
Frock.
every
That's
now and
nuggets with a S.
I like Italian food.
I want to go
every
into
so
business with Kenneth Rumpus.
Well,
nuggets
whatever.
with
Go
a Z.
find, go down with him. I'm done. Greg Fat Rock Nugget off Old Square Good Italian Restaurant just opened up. Go down there. That's my sponsor this week. Go down there and enjoy your dinner.
I got a sponsor this week, Jackie, that I think you're really going to enjoy.
I don't know about that.
You ever been to a store called Real Life Scooby-Doo?
What?
Have you ever been to a store called Real Life Scooby-Doo?
No, I ain't never been to a store called Real Life Scooby-Doo.
It's
What the
off
hell
of
is
Old Square. You know where they just opened up Nuggets?
Yes, I know where they just opened up Nuggets. I just said it.
Well, right next door, they got Real Life Scooby-Doo.
What the hell is Real Life Scooby-Doo?
It's a dog that,
That ain't a cartoon?
yep, it's real life.
Well, what? That's it?
You like Scooby-Doo, don't you?
I'm indifferent to it one way or another. I ain't 10 years old. I know what Scooby-Doo is. It goes on the lunch back. It used to be a cartoon.
Well, this is pretty much the same thing. They got him hanging out in the storefront down there. He's loose. Now, if you're scared of dogs, they ain't got him tethered to nothing.
What, does it look like a cartoon dog?
Nah, some kind of mix.
I don't know what kind of cartoon dog, what kind of dog he is. What kind of dog is Scooby-Doo?
I believe
Brown dog.
he's supposed to be a Great Dane.
That's Marmaduke's.
Well, I believe Scooby-Doo's supposed to be some sort of...
No, Marmaduke is that. He's big. I don't know what Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo just brown dog. Marmaduke's, I can't remember what color he is, but he's big Great Dane. I know that. Marmaduke's. He didn't do mysteries or nothing. He just got in a mess of trouble every now and then.
Because of his size.
Well, he's big Great Dane, yeah.
You remember Scooby-Dum?
Huh?
On the old Scooby-Doo's, he had a cousin named Scooby-Dum.
Yeah, like Snoopy's cousin. Same. Every cartoon dog got a cousin of some kind. It's basically the same thing with a hat on.
But Scooby-Doo, his cousin Scooby-Dum, was supposed to be dumb. He goes, Scooby-Dooby-Dum. Like, what if you were defined by how much dumber you were than your cousin, who just eats all the time anyway? Ain't that smart?
He didn't ever solve a mystery. He just there running around eating the food, the hippie food or whatever. I've been years since I've seen one, but it's the other people that figure what's going on, don't they?
Yeah, if you got a mystery or whatever, bring it on in. Let Real Life Scooby-Doo sniff it out, probably.
Ain't no dog going to solve it. That's a cartoon. Well, it is a business. I forgot you even said that. I didn't know why the hell we're talking about cartoon dogs anymore. There's a business called Real Life Scooby-Doo, and it's a dog in a store. That's it. That don't make a damn bit of sense. What the hell am I going to spend money on now?
It's $5 to get in.
And do what? Pet a dog? I can go to the pound for free and pet dogs all damn day.
Sad.
What do you mean that's sad? I may take one of them home. I don't know. Can you take Real Scooby-Doo home with you?
Make him an offer.
I ain't going to offer him nothing.
I mean, he's raking it in, really.
Going to pay $5 to pick and choose a dog, and especially if I ain't. What do you mean you're raking it?
Real Life Scooby-Doo's a money maker.
Well, I don't understand why.
All you got to do is $5 to get in a sack of food.
Does it? What they
human
got,
or dog?
They got clothes on it or something. I don't understand. What a Real Life Scooby-Doo's.
It ain't dress up a dog. It's Real Life Scooby-Doo.
Well, Scooby-Doo didn't have clothes on. I don't remember him having clothes on. Brown dog had a collar on.
You'd think of Scooby-Dum wearing that hat.
Every dog got a cousin wear a hat. Every damn cartoon dog got a cousin. I don't know if Marmaduke did or not. I don't remember Marmaduke having a cousin. He was big enough to get enough trouble on his own. He didn't need no help from any relative.
Maybe he had Marmadum come in with
I don't
a hat.
remember it. I don't remember.
Can you imagine being that big and wearing a hat?
What the hell Snoopy's cousin name? He wore a hat. What was his name?
Spike.
That's it, yeah. I always forget his name.
He lived out in the desert.
He'd wander around. That's supposed to be funny, but I guess.
I feel like we talk about Spike on here a lot.
Well, we have a thing.
Over 7 years, yeah.
It's been a long time.
7.5.
How many years?
7, I think.
2020.
So come on down to Real Life Scooby-Doo.
What the hell is it? I ain't coming down to nothing if I don't know what it is.
Have you got
Nuggets like it or not, you know what it is.
No, you don't. You think it's one thing.
No, I said it was. It's an Italian restaurant. If I hear Real Life Scooby-Doo, I don't know what the hell that is. Is that a show for children? Are they skating around on ice? What the hell is Real Life Scooby-Doo? They got the rest of them on there. They got the hippie and the blonde-headed man and the ladies.
No, Scooby-Doo was the name of the show.
I know
and
it
the
was.
name of the dog.
Yep, I know it was. It's a cartoon for children.
It ain't Real Life Scooby-Doo the show.
Where they rode around in a van.
Yeah, they ain't got no van or nothing.
What the hell is it then? It ain't real life nothing to me. It sounds like it's just a dog in there.
What is Scooby-Doo?
A dog.
So a Real Life Scooby-Doo would be...
But Scooby-Doo is more than that. It was a show. It was a show called Scooby-Doo or Scooby-Dooby-Doo, whatever. I don't remember. The song went one way, and I don't know if his name was the same or not. But it had
that was confusing.
Had two ladies and the two men. They was all hippies, but one was more hippie, in Casey. And they rode in a van.
Yeah,
so if you say Real Life Scooby-Doo, I think I'm going to see a show of people acting it out. Didn't they make a Real Life Scooby-Doo movie at one time or another?
Listen, if you said Real Life Schneider...
What?
From One Day at a Time, and you went into a store.
The show wasn't called Snyder's. It's called One Day at a Time. You say Real Life One Day at a Time, which was already real life, as far as I was concerned, because it wasn't a cartoon. If the show was called Snyder's, then you got a situation there, because this show was called Scooby-Doo. It wasn't just the dog on there. It had a bunch of people on there. Used to have guest stars. I remember Jerry Reed was on one.
All right. What if there was a spinoff of a show called Alice, and the name of that spinoff was Flo, and there was a real life Flo, and you can go into a store and see a waitress.
See a waitress? But if there's the store with the waitress, I want her to bring me some food.
Flo wasn't always bringing people food. She owned a truck stop on her show. I guess they just could have also said Alice, because that was also a show about a waitress named after that waitress. So I guess you could say Real Life Alice, and you go in and there's a waitress in there.
Well, every show you didn't Scooby-Doo didn't have it was always Scooby-Doo. It was all of them. He never had a show where it was just Scooby-Doo. Had a show with all the people with him.
Okay.
Who was the names of the people on the show with him?
Fred, Daphne, Velma, and Shaggy.
Did any of them ever have their own show?
I don't think so.
Well, because nobody want to watch it. I wouldn't want to watch just one of them cartoons by himself.
That's why it's not Real Life Fred. It's Real Life Scooby-Doo.
But Scooby-Doo is all of them. The name of the show is Scooby-Doo. It ain't just the dog on it. It's all of them, the show.
If you had a store called Real Life Taxi, and in the store was just a taxi, and you went in and petted it,
what?
People wouldn't be mad about that. They don't expect to see Judd Hirsch in Real Life Taxi.
It's two different things. Taxi's already real life.
Okay.
Taxi, that ain't a cartoon.
Real Life Speed Buggy. They don't go in there and they see a Doom Buggy. That's Real Life Speed Buggy. They don't have to have the other teenagers they ripped off from Scooby-Doo in the Real Life Speed Buggy store. Jackie.
Scooby-Doo is all of them. It ain't just a dog by himself. Even if you're going to have Scooby-Doo, you at least got to have a hippie with him. Got to have one person with him.
Well,
you could get away with that. I'd say just have the Casey hippie beside him. That would make sense. That makes more sense than the dog by himself. But when you say Real Life Scooby-Doo, I think I'm gonna go take a children's show, and there's gonna be people dressed up like all of them.
That don't make no sense.
What do you mean it don't make any sense? Of course it makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense that you can then a person who has a show named after them can never do anything on their own. Did you invite Scooby-Doo to the party? What do you mean, Fred, Velma, Daphne? I don't have room for all them in here. I just meant the dog. It's a one person. Yeah. You don't lose rights.
It ain't a person, it's a cartoon, and it's a cartoon dog. But that on the show, it was all of them together. When you say Real Life Scooby-Doo, you mean all of them. You can't just have a dog. What do? You just go in there and look at a damn dog?
This girl I was seeing went out of town, asked me to look after her dog.
All right.
I knew there was an empty store next to Nuggets.
Just leave it alone.
And I broke the TV.
That ain't a sponsor. Did you pay yourself $25? Hell no.
No, I got to replace her TV. I'm trying to make money.
All right,
here.
and we're done.
It's a real life Scooby-Doo.
I don't give a damn. No, it ain't. It's a dog you're supposed to be looking after, not
I went in there the other day, and it was staring in the corner. I said, what, you seen a ghost? Boy, a girl, whatever you are.
All right.
And I think it was.
All right, enough.
Or a spider.
Just shut up. That's it. We're done.
That's real life Scooby-Doo.
No, it ain't. It's a dog you got in a... Just stop it.
Now's the time that we both have to go. Our podcast come out really great, we know. Our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Frasier.
Huh?
Real life Frasier. If you saw a store called Real Life Frasier, you'd go in there and say, oh, damn, it's going to be an erudite psychoanalyst. You wouldn't expect to see a damn Niles, an old chair, a little dog.
No, that's different. Now, Frasier had his own show on
British
the radio.
woman.
He already had his own show on the radio called Frasier. Wasn't that the name of his show?
So you're saying if you see a sign that says Real Life Frasier, you don't expect to see Niles and Daphne. You don't expect to see just Frasier by himself. You expect to see the radio show called Frasier.
He was already by himself on the show. And Roz come in every now and then and help him a little bit. Maybe have Roz. You could get away with Real Life Frasier with just him and Roz.
As a matter of fact, I don't think the name of that show was Frasier.
What was it?
Actually, I don't know, but I think it was called like How You Feeling with Dr. Frasier Crane.
Well, whatever it was still, in my head, it was a Frasier show, which it was the real show, and also his radio show
Here's
on the
to
show.
Your health with Frasier Crane.
What was the name of the radio show?
God damn it, I gotta look it up now.
Well, I don't. Do you really got to? Do you
Normally,
really have to
I
look?
just look things up on my phone on 20 extra minutes, but Frasier radio show. Looking it up here. Frasier radio show.
Now, if you said Frasier look-alike, not real life, some man walking around with looking, which
That would make some money.
Well, yeah, but that makes sense. I'm getting what I think it is. But if you say real life Frasier, is that a show like you go Little Playhouse? Which those shows, I will say, Frasier always seem like little play shows anyway to me. I know all TVs are, but
Frasier hosts the Dr. Frasier Crane show.
There you go.
Psychiatry.
There you go. Frasier show. That's what I said. So if you did real life Frasier and it's just him with a microphone answering the phone with Raj, I'd be like, I'm getting what I paid for. I wouldn't need the little dog in the chair and the old man. He was sick. His daddy was crippled. And then you had the other ones on. His brother. Was that it?
So if you went
the maid had a maid.
If you went into a store, it said Real Life Frasier, and there was a man sitting there doing a radio show.
Yeah.
What if they were doing a podcast even?
It's a difference.
Would that
the same
count
thing.
to you
one's
as
on computer,
real life Fraser?
Yeah, if he had a Roz there, maybe.
What if
he's
somebody
doing
walked into
imitation,
this room?
Yeah.
What if I put up a sign out front of your store that said real life Fraser? And down these stairs, and they come down here in this bunker.
We ain't dressed up like Fraser. We ain't talking like Fraser.
You gotta be dressed up.
We ain't got a Ross. Yeah, you didn't dress up a dog?
It ain't exact replica of Fraser. It's real life Fraser. That means real life superhero.
No, you ain't talking me into calling us real life Fraser from here on out.
That would be. We'd get so many listeners.
I'm not doing that. That's misleading the public. No, and I ain't. And we don't take phone calls. There ain't no Roz, and I ain't fancy like Fraser. Don't want to be.
What about real life? Real McCoys.
What?
These references are getting way too old.